Hey guys, what's up? My name is Braden and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be telling you about I mentioned this in the video that I just did before this, and it's tips for art. So this book I wrote, it took me 2 days. It's not available because I don't have a merch website or anything like that. But it's a tips for art, a book for art and for people to improve by Braden. So this is basically a book for my little cousin. I have to read it for her because she's 4. And on the back it says a book for fun and art. Now I'm gonna get to it. So before the book starts, it says 5 easy tips and tricks. And then under it, it says these tips and tricks will improve your art skills. Try them. And then number 1, hold your paintbrush like a pencil. So demonstration. This is a paintbrush, normal, totally normal, except for the color of the bristles. Now you hold it on the tip of your pencil, but not the very tip like this. You have to hold it like this. But don't hold it like here because you might lose control. So that's number 1. This book I will tell in parts because this book is long. So, yeah, it's just long. Number 2, don't have anything in your way like a shell you want to paint. Keep it far from you. So, example, if you're trying to draw and something's near you and it keeps distracting you, like that example, then you have to move it like away from you, like somewhere far, not like right over here because that'll still distract you and it might break because it might fall off the edge. So, number 3, take time, do not rush. And then I put in whatever those things are called. It will help. So yeah. So if you take your time, I promise it will turn out good. That almost broke. Cause like I took my time on these, and it's good for me at least. So next thing, number 4, make your painting last long. Put lacquer or any fast dry glue to seal it. And then I put in those little things, not hot glue or super glue. And so like what it means is like here I have a painting that I haven't finished, but ever since I got these things I started it, but I didn't get to finish it because it took forever to dry. And now if it's like a hard paint, it will still seal itself. But like the paint on the brushes that you sometimes use to paint, the paint kind of chips off, right? And that's the same thing that'll happen on anything like this. Well, not this because I wet this before I did it. And besides, I put extra coats on it. And then number 5, wear something that you could get messy. So these, as you see, I painted a smiley face. These are my overalls. I paint with these on, even though I get super duper sweaty. But it's a sacrifice of doing art. So moving on to the next page. Now this is page 2, painting. So the first step of this one is number 1, use different shaped brushes. So like the tipped one, which is the tipped one in the middle right here, the one with the tip right there, is like this one. It has a slight edge pointing together. The next one is the straight one, which is the bottom one. It is this one. It is different shaped, and this one too. Same thing as the top one. I call this one an eyebrow brush. It's not because it's not for makeup. It just looks like a lot of eyebrows, like. So number 2, use brushes with an angle. So brushes with an angle means like if you have a brush. Where's my slanted one? Okay, good. If you have a brush. This top one is like the one that I just dropped. It has a slant. And it's like for painting corners so you could get like a straight edge like, and then this one has a curve in, so it's like whoop, whoop, whoop. And then moving on to number 3, get paint colors, bottle or tube. I personally like both, but I kind of like bottle, which is this one, more than the tube, which is like the toothpaste shaped one. I think I might have a demonstration in this Chinese brush painting thing. Nope, I don't. Okay. So I think you guys get what I mean. Paint a design, sketch it out. That's number 4. So it says paint a design, sketch it out first. And then it has those little things again, and it says if you need to. So what it means is basically you get a canvas, you want to paint it, but you get an idea to paint it. I'm tired. So you get a canvas, you choose a design. Then when you start painting, you're like, oopsies, because you're looking and your paintbrush goes with your head, like, because you're scared of something, or you got scared of something. Like if your brother scares you, which what my brother does, I go whoop, and then I mess up all my painting. What first you need to do is sketch out your drawing if you're not a freehand painter. I don't sketch my drawing out, but if you're a beginner, you need to. Number 5, it doesn't matter what the painting looks like, it's still art. And under that I wrote, art is never perfect. So, like, I messed up on, what did I mess up on? I messed up on this shell quite a lot. It was 1, 2, 3, and then 3 times I messed up on the shell, but I was like, maybe just paint the entire thing blue and then wait for it to dry so you can do your design, blah, blah, blah. Then, and then I thought, well, art doesn't have to look perfect. Like, this you could, like, if you compete in a place, it even though it looks terrifying, it's still art. Like, it doesn't matter how bad or good it is, it's never perfect. Like when who was the guy who painted Mona Lisa? Leonardo da Vinci? I think, I don't know. But that was the door. Leonardo da Vinci, I think he painted that. painted the Mona Lisa. That didn't look perfect. Perfect. Nothing. No art. Even if you think it looks perfect, it's never perfect. No matter how good you do it. So that's why there's not one book in the world that is how to paint or draw a perfect art book. How to draw or paint art perfectly. There's never a book like that. And there's never supposed to be one. Page 3, drawing. Number 1, choose something you want to draw. And then I put a square with a cat in it, because I like cats, and my cat is over there. And then number 2, try to draw something you like. I like to draw flowers, so I drew a flower in that box. Detail your picture by blending or using a small pencil. And then I drew a sunset, a theme with a fish out of water. Then I used my finger to kind of smudge it, so it looked like it's a dark thing, which if it was real, it'd be light. But everything is opposite. So, number 4, add color to your picture. It doesn't matter what color it is. Don't make it one color. Sorry, I keep doing that because I went to the dentist yesterday and she took part of my gum out with that scraping tool to get the stuff in between your teeth out, and it hurts because she took a piece out of my gum. But it didn't bleed, surprisingly. Back to number 4. So I drew a picture of a box of markers and the picture that's right here. And then I drew some markers because you just need different colors. Like if you just use black, you won't even tell what it is. Number 5, add blending to your picture. So blending, you could use a tool or your finger. So your finger, I'm going to demonstrate with a pencil and a sheet of paper. So I marked on this, and then now I use my finger and I rubbed it and it blends. Whatever. And then number 5. I know. And then it says use a tool or your finger, like I said. So the tool, there's 2 types of tools. It's like a tool that used to be at the art store, Aaron Brothers, but it closed down 3 years ago. So, 2 years ago. 1 year ago. Sorry. So these are the tools for blending big things. Like I drew a lady in here, a ghost girl, and her hair was blended, and I used these to blend it. The Aaron Brothers type is those little things that look like a pencil, but they're not a pencil. It's like a paper material that's really soft, and it makes it blend. There's different sizes too. And then drew a picture of a blended and not blended picture, as you can see the difference. So, yeah. Then the last page. We could do this. Come on. Buzzle up. Sorry. Now, it said, this is page 4, number 3, blending colors. Number 1, use identical colors for painting. Then paint the light colors first, then the darker ones. So, like this one, I went from light. This is the ocean. Then I went from light, light, light to dark, dark, dark. So I used kind of identical colors. This is supposed to be like a night sky, but it's kind of a bright night sky, but not too dark. So I tried to like kind of imitate this small one, but without the island in the back and the ship. And get back to the writing. Let's get back to the writing. So number 1, use identical colors for painting. Then paint the lightest colors first. Okay, we read that. Number 2, start using random colors to blend after you like get practice to do like that. So random colors means like blending random colors, and it doesn't matter what order it's in, it's just random colors. So like jasmine, pure pumpkin, and pink blossom in a different order. So like darkest, lightest, and then back to medium light is like a pattern, but not a pattern is in like dot, square, dot, square. And that is all for today. I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like and to subscribe and comment down below if you want me to do these 3 things. Goodbye.